Forgot. I forgot the thing. There. I fixed it. Wow, they have the same picture. Oh, it's a different picture of the sky. Alright. One night has passed since Koki Mijima's matchlock robot ran wild. The sky is clear. It's so clear that it makes the events of last night seem like a dream. All Nighton tasked me to do was search for the geotags. So I have no obligation to participate in the festival, but still. Without realizing it, I've dragged myself into the festival yet again. Ooh. The matchlock robot that had been hovering above the festival until yesterday has completely vanished. Plus all of the illusions that Koki Mijima had created with his electromagnetic wave irradiation equipment are gone, returning the festival back to its normal state. Someone spots me gazing at the festival grounds and comes running over. Is it Juna? It better be Juna. I'll take 9. I'll take a 9.
ナエタンがこんな風に僕に向かって駆け寄ってきてくれるなんて10年前なら考えられないことだったからさ。
そうですか？
そうだお。あの頃は僕ら避けられてたからさ。
That's true.
子供の頃は皆さんがすごく大きな人に見えましたからね。
Also, one of you kept screaming about his right arm and all that. It's terrifying to a child. She wants to talk about size. Her father was way bigger than any one of us. I decided it'd be lame to call her out on it.
でも改めてこうやって眺めてみるとちょっと寂しい気もするお。
The robot that was standing next to Gunbuild 1 until yesterday is now gone. Gunbuild is obviously still there, but seeing something that you grew so accustomed to disappear sure makes for a hollow feeling.
お祭りとしてはかなりインパクトありましたよね。
Apparently more people are coming to the island because of all the craziness that went on up until yesterday. I guess one could say that our little crisis has paid off in the form of attracting more visitors.
それで橋田さんはこれからどうするんですか？
まあせっかくここまで見てきたんだし、祭りが終わるまでもうしばらくいてもいいかもね。
本当ですか？
Nighton's face brightens in delight. Oh, could this be?
滞在中にナエタンとワンチャンあるかもしらんし。
ありません。
え、ひと夏のアバンチュールは？
ありません。
チー。
でも橋田さんがいてくれると心強いです。ロボ部のみんなも 私も。
Oh, so I guess this really is my final chance.
ありませんよ。
Rejected. Wait, how did she know? I wonder.
それじゃあ私はこれで。もしお時間あったら。
Even your thoughts are rejected,
ロボの様子を
Daru.
見てあげてください。
Nighttime then energetically runs off. Mr. Braun, your little girl has grown up to become a truly remarkable woman. But man, thank goodness she didn't end up like her old man. In what way? Bald? Like, she kinda did end up like her old man. Absolute badass. I bump into Yashio-kyun while wandering around the festival. The venue is fairly large, and the turnout is massive, especially because it's the first day of the main event. So I'll just chalk our little meeting up to fate.
どうしたの？黙っちゃって。
ちょっとね、ヤシオキュンとの運命を感じてたんだお。
やめてよ、気持ち悪い。
いやいや、この人の群れの中でこんな風に見つけられるってのはある意味運命でしょ、チョコ。
芦田さんは目立つから見つけやすいんだよ。
Do I really stand out that much? Or am I so relevant to them they can't help but notice me?
ヤシオキュンはやっぱり祭りを見に？
それもあるけど、どっちかっていうと気になってね。
He always plays it cool, but it sounds like deep inside he's still worried about how the Robot Club members are doing.
ヤシオキュン的に一番気になるのは誰なん？
そうだね。一番は純ちゃんかな。
Yashio-kyun says after thinking to himself for a bit. Not surprising, considering that the ones who are tasked with the most for this festival are Juntan, Frautan, and Subaru-kyun.
果たしてあの純ちゃんにバトロボの運営が務まるのかどうか。
Oh yeah, this also means we're gonna see the battle robots venue finally. I mean, I guess we saw the venue, but like, hopefully this revolves around the event. This is by far the most interesting event to me. Battle robots. One of the main attractions of the festival in which two original hobby robots face off against each other. According to Naitan, apparently Juntan's shyness has significantly improved, but to me she still seems pretty dang shy. No wonder Yashio-kyun is worried about her. Ah! Well, speak of the devil. Juntan pops up right in front of us.
おはようございます。
おはよう、マイスイートハニー。
You can't do this. You can't keep doing this. Daru, please.
悪い冗談だから気にしないで。
Yashio-kyun, you're getting too used to this.
で、純ちゃん、バトロボの準備の方はどう？
まあぼちぼちかな。この調子でいけば開催日には間に合いそう。
From what I've heard, the Battle Robots tournament is being held at the end of the festival, so she still has some time before it starts. Still, I didn't expect her to be so relaxed about it.
ヤシオくん、私がもっと困ってるかと思ったでしょ。顔にそう書いてるよ。
After hearing Juntan's words, I looked to my side to find Yashio-kyun making the same expression I am.
まあ、確かにそう思ったけど。
私だっていつまでも昔のままじゃないんだから。
ごめん。
I love confident Juna.
本当を言うとね、私の担当するお仕事はそんなに大したものじゃないんだ。当日の司会なんかもプロの人がやってくれることになってるし、人前に出る必要もないからかなり気は楽なの。
Now that she mentions it, I bet there are service vendors that take care of most of the setup, so all she really needs to do is make sure things run smoothly on the day of the show.
あれ？でも純ちゃんは大会には出ないの？ スペースアメ社からの出場枠もあるって聞いたけど。
それも大丈夫。うちからは長深田先生が出てくれることになってるから。
Oh boy. Don't give Michi a robot. That's the worst idea ever.
ミッチーが？
うん社長は私に出ろって言ってたけど、ずっと断り続けてたら諦めてくれて、代わりにって。
This is going to end poorly. I guess she's okay as long as she doesn't have to perform in front of a crowd. I get it. It makes sense now why she's so relaxed. While I'm busy being satisfied with the answer, Juntan sees the time and instantly looks flustered.
いけない、早くしないと船が出ちゃう。
船？純ちゃん本土まで行くの？
買い出しに行かなきゃいけなくって。でも荷物が多いから誰か手伝ってくれる人を探してたんだけど。
Juntan says as she pleadingly looks up at Yashio-kyun.
ああ、ごめん。俺これから用があって。
いいの。そうだよね。急に言われてもそんなに暇な人いないよね。
まあね。
Yashio-kyun cuts himself off and slowly looks at me. Juntan follows suit. Yes, that's right. I have all the free time in the world.
でも。
オーキードーキー。
I give her the answer before Juntan can finish what she's saying.
大きい？
オーキードーキー。要するに OK ってことね。
Compared to Yashio-kyun, it must be a lot harder for Juntan to ask me for favors. And I'm sure she was about to backtrack before I cut her off. In which case, the grown-up thing to do is to be forthcoming.
いいんですか？
いいのいいの。僕そうそういない暇な人だから。
あ、ごめんなさい。
Oops, I guess I sounded a little too bitter there. I've got to be careful next time.
そうと決まれば、純ちゃん早く行った方がいいんじゃない？
それじゃあ橋田さん、お願いします。
I guess there's not a whole lot of time before the ship departs. I wonder what she was planning on doing had she not run into me. With that question in mind, we part ways with Yashio-kyun and head for the port. There are two ways to get to Kagoshima from Tanegashima. By air or by water. In other words, by plane or by boat. And there are two options for the latter. One is the ferry, which I took to get here. The other option is the express ship. A trip that takes at least 3.5 hours one way on the ferry takes only about an hour and a half via the express.
ジュンタンは鹿児島にはよく行くん？
いえ、学生の頃はあんまりお金もなくて、それに今は今で忙しいので。
It's true that the cost for a round-trip ticket on the express ship is a little harsh for a high school student. It's about half price for a ferry, but losing 7 hours of the day is rough.
でも若い子は買い物とか美容院とか
Again, especially if you're a student.
行ったりするんでしょ？ほら、なんつったっけ？あの商店街。
天文館ですか？
そうそう、そこ。
そうですね。みんなは天文館とか中央駅のショッピングモールとかに行くみたいです。
みんなは？
私はおしゃれとかそんなに興味ないし、休みの日も空手と部活ばっかりだったから。
Darn. I just went with the flow and tagged along, but I can't keep the conversation going. I thought we had gotten familiar with each other over the past several days, but come to think of it, this is the first time we've talked to each other like this, so maybe we haven't necessarily closed the distance enough. But I guess the next few hours may be our time to get to know each other. I may be an otaku at heart, but I'll show you what my high-level communication skills can do. He really is he has a weirdly high amount of stats and charisma, for sure.
橋田さんどうぞ
Like, you wouldn't expect it from looking at him, but his persuasion is
おお
pretty
こ
high.
れがあの有名な天文館無邪気の白クマ美味しそう
That's adorable. It's got a little face at the top. I don't know if that was intentional, but like it's got this little face with like cherry for a nose, and it's got like little eyes, little mouth, or I guess maybe the nut at the bottom is supposed to be the nose. It's cute. I like it.
これをこうしてこっちを下にしてみるとほらね
本当だ白クマの顔に見える
Yeah.
なるだから白クマって名前なんだね僕知らんかったよ
But look at this volume. And there are chocolate and strawberry variations too.
橋田さんのはスペシャルですよ
ジュンタンのそれは
これは夏限定のマンゴー味です
Oh, I want it. Uh-oh, that looks delicious too.
もう早く食べないと溶けちゃいますよ
いただきますは冷たくてうま
I see. I totes get how this got so famous.
他に何か食べたいものあるおじさん何でもおごっちゃうぞ
本当ですか
As you can see, after we finished shopping in Kagoshima and had a chance to take a breather, Juntan and I have gotten a lot closer. My communication skills are terrifyingly effectively, if I do say so myself. Oh boy.
でもやっぱりいいです白熊でお腹いっぱいですし本当はちょっとだけワクドとか食べたかったですけど
B. Short for WickDonald, a fast food restaurant located all over Japan that serves hamburgers. Unfortunately, there isn't one on Tanegashima. I love these. I've said it before. I love the parody names. WickDonald. Sorry, WickDonald. Just the one. Just one Donald.
はいファーストフードのハンバーガーとかチキンフライとか種子島にはありませんからこっちに来るとみんな食べたがるんですよ
That's a little surprising to hear, considering they're everywhere in Tokyo. But I guess that's what it's like out in the sticks.
なんかおかしいことあった
ごめんなさい本当は最初橋田さんと2人ってちょっと怖かったんです
まあ無理ないよ僕キャラが濃いって言われるしでも今はもう怖くないでしょ
はいなんだか一緒にいると安心しますまるで
Oh, is she about to say as if we're dating? Is that where she's taking this?
弟と一緒にいるみたい
Not quite.
弟
ああ私弟が3人いるんです花火の時も来てたんですけど見ませんでしたか
Yeah, her little brothers. Actually, wait.
ほらダメだぞそんないたずらしちゃ
Oh my lord. Daru, please. You can't keep doing this to me. Oh boy.
ごめんな
He's
さい
sucking his thumb. What is this?
分かればいいのよそれじゃあ一緒にお風呂に入ろっか
はいお姉たま
お
Yeah, that ain't too bad.
あ、ごめんなさい。
Zaru.
私ったら橋田さんずいぶん年上なのに弟だなんて。
いいいい、それもありっちゃありだし、お姉たま。あ、いや、なんでもありません。
I didn't mean to say that out loud. If I make a bad impression now, it'll ruin all the progress we've made thus far. I have to be more careful.
橋田さんってこうやってすぐに誰とでも仲良くなれるんですか？
まあ大抵の場合は。
I can visibly see the admiration on Juntan's face.
いいなあ。私なんて引っ込み思案だし、人見知りだし、私もそんな風になれたらいいんですけど。
人見知りを直す方法ね。それはなかなかに難しい問題だと思われ。
That's my current mission in life.
難しい問題だと思われ。
え？
ごめんなさい。橋田さんの真似をすれば橋田さんみたいになれるかなって。
Oh boy, is that where this is going? Don't copy certain bits. Let's leave it at that. How adorable is that?
僕でよければ真似してもらうくらい全然構わんけど。
Copy the confidence. Not the other bits.
可愛いおにゃの子の頼みとあれば断れないだろ、上皇。
可愛いおにゃの子の頼みとあれば断れないだろう、上皇。
Oh boy.
こう見えても紳士ですから、キリ。
僕、こう見えても紳士ですから、キリ。
橋田さんってたくましくて素敵。
橋田さんってたくましくて素敵。
橋田さん大好き。
橋田さんって何言わせるんですか？
Ah, she caught me.
まあ冗談は置いといて。どう？人見知りは治りそう？
Of course not. If it was that easy, no one would ever struggle. And even if she did get over it, if Juntan suddenly started talking like me, I don't know what Yashio-kyun and the rest would say. But considering I'm her senpai in life, I should try and give her some advice.
僕思うんだけどさ、人ってさ、自分から変わろうと思わないと変われないんだよね。どんな偉い人も頭のいいやつも変われたやつはみんな自分から変わろうと踏み出したやつなんだよ。
I know the struggles of those who took that first agonizing step.
未来はさ、変えられるんだよ。
Wow, I sounded really serious there. But I can't help it when I see someone struggling.
おっと、それよりもうこんな時間だお。
It takes more than 15 minutes to walk from Tenmonkan to the South Pier where the boat headed home departs out of. Taking the bus or taxi will take us at least 10 minutes. If we don't head over now, we'll miss the final boat of the day and get stuck here. Not that I'd mind, but as long as I've identified myself as a gentleman, I need to avoid doing anything that will cause any sort of misunderstanding. We grab our bags and hurry along the road to the pier. I feel like I've gotten to know a lot about Juntan during this little adventure of ours. The fact that she's a student of karate, the fact that she has 3 younger brothers, and the fact that she holds a complex toward her own introverted personality. If she wasn't bothered by it, then I wouldn't say anything or go out of my way to do something about it. But if she really does want to change, then it makes me want to help her out too. Though that might be sticking my nose where it doesn't belong.
ここでい
At the end of the day, I decide not to step in too deep. I set down the bags and start to walk away.
橋田さん。
どうしたん？
Juntan's tone is more serious than usual.
お願いがあるんですけど、
Juntan's cheeks, illuminated by the sunset, slightly redden. She's fidgeting a little. This could be my moment. But wait. I have a waifu and daughter. It's sad that he needs to keep reminding himself of that. Oh, that's it? I see. So that's how you want to play.
でも大会の仕込み自体は余裕だったんじゃないん？
それはそうですけど、実は私ロボ部なのにロボットのこと全然知らなくて、だから教えていただければと。
僕としてはロボットのこと以外を教えたいわけだが。
Don't make it weird.
はい。
Don't make it weird.
ああ、いやいや、こっちのこと。つうても僕もロボットは専門じゃないんだけど。
He didn't make it weird.
ナエさんも言ってました。それなりに詳しいはずだって。それに少なくとも私よりはずっと詳しいはずです。
Well, that may be true, but
でもなんで僕に？ヤシオキュンやスバルキュンに頼めばいいのに。
日高くんはロボレクで忙しいし、ヤシオくんにはアキホちゃんとの時間を過ごしてほしいから。
Oh, then I guess those two are like that. I like when girls are actually conscious about that sort of stuff. In eroge terms, she would be the best friend character, or the character you can't romance. I just can't help but emotionally latch onto girls like that. Like this. Plus, it must have taken a lot of courage for Juntan to ask an outsider like me for a favor, especially considering her introverted nature.
まあ何ができるかわからんけど、僕でいいなら。
本当ですか？
言ったでしょ。可愛いおにゃの子に頼まれると断れないたちなんだって。
こう見えても紳士ですから、キリですね。
そういうこと。
It's not like I have anything else going on, and if I'm going to help someone, of course I would prefer helping a girl. Subaru be
よろ
God.
しくお願いしますね、橋田さん。
Juntan did say she was counting on me, but oh, I need this. No, why? Why must you do this? Also, this is a new map. If there's that is literally my mom's car. Literally, almost exactly the same. Registered. Awkward. How about that? No, nothing. Juna. Oh, you don't say. All right.
それはこっちに。あ、いえ、私が持っていきます。
I hope I didn't miss it. I hope there wasn't like a series of hilarious tweets that I missed in the last scene. There probably was.
これはここで OK と、あとは。
Now that I'm here, I don't really know what to do.
ここにいたんだ。
あ、ヤシオキュン。
聞いたよ。純ちゃんの手伝いしてくれるんだって。
そういうことになったんだけどさ、今のところこれといってやることもなく。
別にそれでいいんじゃない？困った時だけ力になってあげれば。
That's about all I can do.
それにしても思った以上に大きい規模でやるんだね。びっくりした。
アメ社長中途半端は嫌いだからね。やると言ったらとことんやる人だし。
That guy must be one hell of a mover and shaker if he can throw an event like this just from selling candy.
だけどちょっと安心したよ。
Yashio-kyun watches Juntan run around the venue.
思ってた以上に頑張ってるみたいで。
I can't deny that Juntan looks a little unreliable while working, but it's apparent that she's doing the best she can. She mentioned that her shyness was a strong sticking point for her, but if she's self-aware of it and is trying to move forward on her own, then I feel like she'll be okay. A man enters my peripheral vision while I ruminate on the matter. It's Michi! What is that behind him? Is that a boxing glove? No, it's a rock. What is that? It's like a sign of something. Michi, get out of the way. I'm trying to look at that.
橋田さん。
It's like a shoe? Is it a clown? What is that?
そうそう、橋田さん、橋田さん。
If I recall correctly, Juntan told me that this teacher is supposed to represent Space Candy in the Battle Robots tournament. I figured he'd be a science teacher or something, but he looks more like a PE teacher. That much is clear judging by the whistle around his neck and the track jacket he's wearing. Apparently, he was the first president of the Central T Robot Club, and due to that connection, he's now their club supervisor. He doesn't look like he knows much about robots, but considering there are teenage neuroscience prodigies, well, maybe it's not that weird after all. No, I'm pretty sure your first assessment is correct. He's a bit of a goober.
今度のイベントのことで大徳と話があってな。大徳は？
純ちゃんなら向こうに。
Having spotted Michi-shi, Juntan comes running over.
おお、大徳、ちょっと話があってな。
すみません先生、今手が離せなくて少しだけ待ってもらっていいですか？
お、しっかり働いてるな。感心感心。俺のことは気にするな。適当に会場の中でも見ながら時間潰しておくから。
お願いします。なるべく早くに済ませますから。
After watching Juntan bow deeply and run back out, Michi-shi turns to us.
ということだ。俺はちょっとブラブラしてくるよ。
いってらっしゃい。
Go away. Go away. Now that Michi-shi is gone, Yashio-kyun and I are left alone again.
橋田さんはどうするの？この後。
僕はジュンタンを手伝うことになってるから。
Having said that, I don't have much to do in particular.
で、ヤシオ君はアキタンとどこか行ったりとか。
アキちゃんと？なんで？
なんでって。
Wait, so they're not dating? Oh my god. This poor guy's getting information whiplash. That's what it sounded like from what Juntan told me yesterday. And just as I debate whether or not to pry for further deeds. Oh dear lord. Murder is happening. Suddenly, a loud scream erupts from the back.
今の声ってミッチー氏だよね。
Did he knock something over?
行ってみよう。
Yashio-kyun dashes in the direction of the scream without waiting for my response. I obviously follow behind him. Ah! It's that. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's clearly a person. Great, now I know what it looks like. Upon arrival, we find Michi-shi holding his right arm, lying by a collapsed prop. Oh boy.
どうしたの、ミッチ？
He's not gonna be able to do the battle robot thing.
それが歩いてたらこいつが
Judging by his wincing face, it seems like Michishi she is in a lot of pain. Juntan arrives after us and freezes up as soon as she sees Michishi's condition. She covers her mouth with her right hand. She must be really shocked by all of this.
大斗君すまん
どうしよう。私
Isn't there a medical tent? Get into the medical tent. Juntan is on the verge of falling apart.
おっと違うんだそうじゃないこいつが倒れてきたんじゃなくてだなこいつが終わったから避けようとしたら何もないところでつまずいちまって
それは要するに勝手に転んだってこと？
まあそういうことになるかな
だって純ちゃん
Yashio-kun Yashio-kun says in a bright tone that doesn't really match with what just took place.
ということだ大徳が気にすることじゃない
I considered butting in, but hold my tongue to avoid saying something thoughtless. Judging by Juntan's behavior and Yashio-kun's handling of it, maybe she has some sort of trauma with these types of accidents.
でもちょっとひねっちまったかもしれんってなわけで一応病院に行ってくる
Michishi tells Juntan not to worry multiple times before leaving the venue, holding his arm.
あれ今
どうしたの？
いやなんでもないよ
Am I seeing things? What did you see? I saw nothing. What did you see, Daru?
3週
Uh-oh. Michishi comes back from the clinic late that afternoon to inform us that his shoulder injury would take 3 weeks to heal completely. It looks perfectly fine on the outside, but hey. Juntan's face scrunches up again. She's on the edge of bawling.
ごめんなさい。
だからそういう顔するな大徳お前には何の落ちでもないんだから
そうそう、純ちゃんは気にする必要ないよ。悪いのは勝手に転んだミッチーなんだから。
From what I've been told, the prop was secured in place, which means the showrunners aren't to blame. Even so, Juntan remains distraught. I guess Akitan and Michishi are acting all bubbly to try and make her feel better. But it seems like everyone's forgetting about the bigger problem at hand. Yeah, we got nobody to operate the robot.
ほんと何やってんだか。
いやすまんすまん
まったく教師でしょ。もっとしっかりしてもらわないと。
Jesus, lay it out a little thicker, why don't you?
まあでもしばらく安静にしてれば大丈夫って話だから
ちなみにしばらくってどれくらいなのか詳しく
少なくとも2週間は動か
He
す
said like 3 weeks. Wait, they said this. 2 weeks. Wait, why is it 2 weeks now? Am I insane? Am I making things up at this point? 3 weeks. Take 3 weeks to heal completely. At least 2 weeks. Am I insane? What? Okay, alright, I don't understand. 2 weeks, which means...
あれバトロボっていつだっけ。1週間後だけど。
いやすまんがそういうことだ
Michishi unapologetically taps Juntan on her shoulder after she realizes the predicament she's been placed in. A look of stunned shock runs across her face.
任せたぞ大徳
God. Michi, you're a boob. You are an unreliable boob.
はあ。
The next day,
さ、ジュンタン。
Juntan isn't even trying to contain her listlessness. After Michi handed her the responsibility of competing, I like how it's just Michi now. It's not Michi-shi. I wonder if that's intentional. Like, after that, he is no longer Michi-shi. He's just Michi now. After Michi handed her the responsibility of competing in the Battle Robots tournament yesterday, she obviously resisted as best she could. Frautan and Subaru-kyun, both members of the Robot Club, have their own responsibilities to handle, so she couldn't pass the task off to them. Yashio-kyun and Akitan offered to step in when they couldn't stand to see her struggle any longer, but at the end of the day, after hearing about the incident, Mr. Candy had the final say in the matter.
そんなに嫌なん？
だって大会となると大勢の人が来るんですよ。テレビの取材も入るって言ってるし、そんな中で代表として出るなんて私にはとても。
Being as shy as she is, the mere thought of getting in front of a crowd like that must be nauseating for her.
そんなに嫌ならもう一回社長さんに訴えかけてみればいいんじゃね？
そうした方がいいですよね、やっぱり。
ダメじゃ。
Juntan's request was instantly turned down with those simple words.
そんな。
ダメダメ、ボインちゃんじゃなきゃダメ。
Oh my god. I want to throw that bird into the ocean. This parakeet is so annoying. Daru gets it.
わしとしては最初から光彦よりも純奈ちゃんに出てもらいたかったくらいだからの。
でも私にはとても無理です。
純奈ちゃんがここで成果を残せれば、さすが元ロボ部っちゅうことで新入部員だって入ってくるかもしれん。
それは。
それにこれは広報としての立派な仕事でもある。わしとしてもここは純奈ちゃんに決まってもらいたい。どうじゃ？
He's not entirely wrong. Like he's thinking very pragmatically, but I'm rooting for her. I hope this goes well. Juntan can't say a thing in response. And in the end,
わかりました。
she has no choice but to nod.
やっぱりダメだったんだ。
Those were the first words out of his mouth as he came by to check on her.
ただのダメならまだよかったんだけどね。
それどういうこと？
それが社長ったら。
さあさあ言っておくが、純奈ちゃんには我が社の看板を背負って出場してもらうわけだからの。エントリーするからには優勝以外は許さんぞ。
With our company logo on you back. Oh, really, dude? Come on.
そんな責任重大なこと私。
問答無用じゃ。
それはまた横暴な話だね。
And yet Yashio-kyun doesn't seem the least bit surprised that Mr. President would say something like that. In the end, Juntan has to enter the tournament regardless of her feelings on the matter. Of course, part of this is because Mr. Candy ordered her to do so, but it's also because Michi-shi got hurt. By the way, according to Mr. Candy, they keep changing between Mr. Candy and Mr. President. It's driving me nuts. According to Mr. Candy, the hobby robot that Juntan is going to use is already being built. All that Juntan needs to do is memorize the operational manual. That sounds easy on paper, but...
一番の問題は純ちゃん自身だろうね。
やっぱそうなりますか。
仮に実力があったとしても本番で上がっちゃうと何にもならない。そのためには純ちゃんの上がり症をなんとかするしかないんだけど。
それができてたらもうとっくにやってるよ。
ですよね。
She's the one who feels strongest about dealing with her anxiety. All we can do is help her along the way. But if it was that easy, no one would ever have to worry about anxiety.
ロボットはまだできてないんだよね。
うん、ギリギリまでかかるかもって。
使用書だけはあるの？
あ、うん。ポケコンにデータが。
送ってもらっていい？
Oh. Like, evil Tanagashi machine. It's like Honorary Prez's like evil twin brother. I like it. Yashio-kun glances through the robot specs that Juntan sent him and then nods.
なるほど。基本システムは種子島新さん回をベースにしてるんだね。
Tanagashi Machine 3 Kai is apparently the name of the robot club's homemade hobby robot. They won second place with it at a tournament last year, or so I've heard.
キルバラシステムで操作できるようになってるんか。
だからヤシオくんが出た方がいいのに。
俺が代わってあげられればよかったんだけどね。
Judging by the tone of his voice, Yashio-kun must be pretty darn good at KB. That's an understatement, for sure. He sounds confident as heck.
キルバラシステム使ってるっつうことは、キルバラの上達が優勝への近道ってわけだね。
純ちゃん、ちょっと一戦やってみようか。
ヤシオくんと？そんなの無理だよ。
とりあえず試しにさ。
わかった。
The two pull out their phone droids and out. The two pull out their phone droids out and boot up the app. I peek at Yashio-kun's screen from behind as the title screen loads up and displays his username. Number 1 in the world, baby! Or I guess, yeah, it'd be number 1 because he was number 2 and the only one above him was Misa, and then that happened, and I would assume she wouldn't be in the ranking anymore. Anyways, I would hope he's number 1 in the world by now. He should be. Kill Ballad Online used to have more than 20 million active users worldwide at one point. And among them, Umisho was a player that consistently ranked in at 5th place. 5th place doesn't sound super impressive at first, but it is when you consider that he was competing with 20 million other players. That's one hell of a accomplishment. Now more than before, I understand why Juntan would want Yashio-kun to enter instead.
さて、それじゃあ始めようか。
Are we doing this? We haven't. No? Okay. No. Even while we're preparing for battle, Hashida-san keeps repeating himself. Oh, we're June now. Also, are we doing this? Is this happening? Do I get to quick time? And while I don't mind him watching from behind, I'm feeling a whole lot of pressure coming from him. But you know what? I never thought I'd pick up KB again like this. Or no, this is, are we in Kaito? Yeah, we're in Kaito. Which character are we inside right now? I haven't touched it since moving to the mainland to study for a year. You know, after the incident. Thanks to my inactivity, my rank has dropped pretty significantly. Oh, okay. I guess, actually, that makes more sense.
コナちゃん、一応メンテは続けてるんだ。
Well, yeah, I would hope so. Yeah? Looking at the patch version, I can tell that it's been updated a number of times since last spring. Frau Kujiro is actually quite diligent about this type of thing.
純ちゃん、準備できた？
あ、はい。お手柔らかにお願いします。
That ain't his
俺も
style.
半年くらいやってないし、さすがに鈍ってるよ。
でも、私よりはうまいです。絶対に。
Also true.
それはやってみないとわからないでしょ。
Junjun. I love that.
やっぱり
Love her username.
違う、そうじゃなくて。
She didn't mean to do
どう
that.
したの純ちゃん。
ああ、ジュンタン、そっちじゃなくて。
分かってます。分かってるんですけど。
Oh my goodness. We got a lot of work to do here.
なんで思った通りに動いてくれないの？
Things go exactly as expected. I may be rusty, but I used to play every day. I'd never lose to your average player. And Juna is definitely not as good as the average player. I feel bad saying this, but she's no competition.
つうかヤシオキュン大人げなさすぎ。ちょっと手加減してあげなよ。
一応これでも少しは加減したつもりだけど。
でもこんなあっさり終わったら意味ないじゃん。だってこれってジュンタンのためでしょ。
He's right. I just couldn't help myself. It's been a long time since I played. Man, KB is still the best.
つうわけで、ほれ、もっと勝負せんと。
いや、ここから先は橋田さんが相手してあげて。
That makes more sense.
僕？
やったことあるんでしょ、ギルバラ。
For a brief period of time, KB also acted as a sort of communication tool. I suspect someone like Hashida-san should have some experience playing it.
まあそれなりには。
See? There you go. I decided to pass the baton to Hashida-san. If I play any longer, my KB cravings might become uncontainable. My god. Like a monster. It's like a beast dwelling within him. The KB bug. My right arm, it burns!
またやられた。
最初はそんなもんだって。
そうでしょうか。
もう一回やろう、もう一回。
As someone who has tried to get better at fighting games myself, yes, there's a lot of sucking involved. There's a lot of losing. A lot of losing. And then eventually you get really good, is what I've been told. I haven't gotten quite that far yet, but I've been told that you do reach a point where you get good. Still working on that. I'm still in phase 3 of losing. So this is very familiar to me.
もう一回。
This almost feels like torture at this point. We went at it for several rounds, but I'm afraid that We went at it for several rounds, and I'm afraid I've come to the conclusion that Juntan's even worse at KB than I expected. I have some experience playing, but I can't say that I'm any good at it. Aerogare, my specialty. I'm a rhythm game guy myself, so if someone like me can beat her easily, then she's definitely got work to do. So much work that it's almost devastating. But I feel like her lack of skill isn't the problem right now. With these types of games, you normally see gradual improvement after playing for a while, but I just can't see a hint of progress. That's the real issue. Yeah. Which basically means there's no hope of her getting better. Then I too am hopeless. That's a shame. This might be a bigger issue than I thought.
私才能ないんです。
いやまあなんつうか。
I wonder what the best thing to say to her is.
私いくつかのことを同時にするのって苦手で。
確かに見てるとそんな感じはするよね。画面に集中して左手で機体を操作、右手で攻撃や防御、その動きが全部ちぐはぐだった。
In other words, she can't perform different motions simultaneously. I feel like that's the nail in the coffin.
純ちゃんって料理はするんだよね。
家では私が家族全員分のご飯作ってるけど。
ジュンタンが全部それはぜひ一度食べてみたい。
芦田さん。
My bad.
料理ってのもゲームと一緒で同時にいくつもの作業をこなすもんじゃないの？
No. I see. After my daughter was born, I started helping out with cooking and noticed that it requires a lot of planning. You have to formulate the steps in your head, prepare the ingredients, cook them, and flavor them. Plus, if you want to serve multiple warm dishes, you need to make them simultaneously. After hearing Yashio-kyun bring it up, he might be right. Gaming and cooking have quite a bit in common. I guess, but like, in cooking, you're not like, you have to also like keep in mind what the enemy cook is doing. You know what I mean? But
やっぱり料理とはちょっと違う気がする。
it doesn't seem like that's getting through to Juntan.
じゃあ
I
空手
think
は
she's
どう？
right
空
though.
手だって相手の出方を観察してそれに反応して対応するってことで。
That's a better analogy, I think.
空手は考える前に体が反応しちゃうから。
それはゲームだって一緒だよ。
でもゲームの時はつい頭で考えちゃって。ほら空手だと突きなら突き、蹴りなら蹴りと行動が結果と直結してるでしょ。
I get what she's saying. With games, each button corresponds to a certain action. Push 1 to punch or to fire missiles. It requires a different process in the intermediary. This is describing exactly my difficulties with fighting games. As much as I love them, this is exactly why I have difficulties with them. So this is, great. Now I have another reason to relate to Juna. As if I needed more. I don't know why that's a bad thing, but gosh, Jiminy Jillikers, she's so relatable to me. You look at the screen, understand it, and your fingers' movements are converted to the movements of the robot on screen. Maybe this process is what gets in her head. This undoubtedly causes a slowdown in terms of movement.
困ったね。
つうかさ、思うんだけど、こういうのって頭で分かっててもなかなかできるもんじゃないっしょ。
Being able to play video games is a form of talent. That's why there are pro gamers out there.
そもそもこのキルバラシステムを使うこと自体、順単に向いてないと思われ。
でもロボットのシステムがそれで組まれてるならなんとかするしかないでしょ。
いや、方法は他にもある。
That'd be. What if they make it so it, like links to her body? I think what do they call it? It was like a slave master system or something like that. That would be hilarious. I feel like that seems way too complex, but that would be awesome if that's the direction they go. If they implement like a direct link to her body so she could just fight. That'd be great. Whoa, I just sounded like a commander in a robot anime.
本当ですか？
で、それは？
やっぱシステム自体を変えるしかないんじゃね？
But in what way?
今からシステムを変えろじゃと？
I mean, it makes sense, right? The reason the kill ballot system is in the robot in the first place was specifically to accommodate Kaito, right? So it makes sense to be like, hey, let's accommodate Juna this time. And what it would accommodate her the most? Being able to punch. We headed back to Space Candy to negotiate with Mr. Candy, and he grimaces after hearing our proposal. Well, sir, she
今のキルバラシ
sucks.
ステムのまま大会に出たところで、純ちゃんが優勝できる可能性は万に一つもありません。
ないか。
ゼロです。
Zero. Zero.
ないない母音もない
Oh my god. Throw that bird out the window. I don't want it to die. I just want it to go away. I want that bird to go away
すみません
forever. Begone. Even Juntan rounds her shoulders in response to Yashio-kyun's unreserved remarks. But as Yashio-kyun said, under the current system, it's unlikely that Juntan will even make it past the first round.
橋田さんの意見も聞きたい。システムを変えれば可能性はあるんか。
少なくとも今よりはあると思われますが。
だが変えると言ってもどう変えるんじゃ。
純ちゃんに合った操縦方法に変えるしかないでしょうね。
それは
マスタースレーブシステム。
Yes! I knew it! Yes! Traces the controller's movement by sensors to replicate the movement. Yes! Oh, I called it! Yeah! The master-slave system directly links the operator's movements with the robot. Yada's system? What? I don't remember what that means. Slither reflection. Alright. Oh god. Charts. In other words, the robot moves exactly as the operator moves. Since Juntan is a karate practitioner, I believe this system is much better suited toward her natural talents.
なるほどの。
Yeah.
確かにそれなら純奈ちゃんもやりやすいだろうが、じゃが今から変更となるといろいろ問題もあるじゃろう。
He's right. There's a mountain of issues we have to resolve. I mean, one of the main issues that came up with the big robot, I guess it'd be a little simpler if it's a little robot, because it'd be less, like, dangerous. But one of the issues that came up was, like, it would need a really good range of motion, which, you know, robots don't have as much of a range of motion as us peoples. Switching to a master-slave system requires not only software modification, but also hardware changes. Yeah. In order to transfer her body's movements to the robot would need to have a bunch of different sensors installed. And we don't have that much time. We have less than a week before the tournament begins. Will we be able to complete it by then?
まあ使用については掛け合って何とかしてみよう。
いいんですか？
考えてる時間があれば実行に。
Oh, Mr. Candy, you're the best sometimes. And sometimes you're the worst. How decisive.
じゃがもちろんそっちでできることは何とかしてもらうぞ。
わかりました。純ちゃんもそれでいいね。
はい、わかりました。
Juntan nods, a conflicted expression on her face. Perhaps she was hoping he'd propose a pilot change. Nah, you got this. But I guess there are reasons Mr. Candy won't budge on that matter.
ああ、ちょっと橋田さんだけ残ってくれんか。
I'm on my way out of the room behind Yashio-kyun as Mr. Candy stops me for some reason.
それじゃあ先に行ってるよ。
あ、うん。
After confirming that Yashio-kyun and Juntan have left the room, Mr. Candy opens his mouth.
頑張っとるのはわかるんだが、あの性格さえなんとかなりゃ。
Don't say it like that!
ジュンタンのことですか？
Mr. Candy energetically nods.
これをきっかけにどうにかならんかなと思ってるんだが。
母音ちゃん母音ちゃん
Remove the bird. Mr. President, change again. Pick one. It's of course talking about her personality, not her boings. I'm angered that I had to say that out loud. I guess the reason he put Juntan in charge of the Battle Robots tournament was for this exact reason.
まあ、あれを直すには多少の荒療治が必要かと思われ。
荒療治ですか。
Having said that, it's not like I have any particular ideas.
橋田さん、あんたを男と見込んで頼みがある。
Oh dear.
おう。
Mr. Candy leans his giant body in and grasps my hands tightly.
純奈ちゃんのあの控えめな性格を何とかしてやってくだされ。お願いじゃ。
いや、僕
You hired her, dude! Like...
いやいや、あんたなら何とかしてくれる。わしの勘がそう言っとる。これでも人を見る目と勘どころだけは確かなつもりじゃ。
What a way to back me into a corner. I'm not the type that can refuse once someone asks me something. I'm not the type I'm not the type that can refuse once someone asks me for something.
まあ、僕もジュンタンのことは気にかけてるし。
It seems early. It seems a little early for my ability to read to be deteriorating already. And yet here we are. Mr. Candy, it's Mr. Candy again, breaks into a big smile at my response and strikes my back with his large hand. Why does he have 3 bird cages also? He has 3 bird cages for 1 bird who is not in any of the cages. Alright, I'm not asking any more questions. I'm done with the bird. I'm done with the bird.
今から仕様を変える？無茶だ。
それは分かってるよ。
Don't call it
だ
nonsense.
からこちらでもできる限りのことをしなきゃなんないんでしょ。
できる限りと言っても、僕には手伝ってる時間はありませんよ。
Subaru Kyun's face is riddled with exhaustion. Looks like he's having a hard time preparing for the robot lecture.
私ももっと何か役に立てればよかったんですが。
Iritan says while fanning Yashio Kyun and I. I'm a little sad now that I think about it that that was just one of the endings. Like his thing with his dad is, I don't know, like, does that mean that's not canon? That's sad. I don't know, maybe they all come together at some point, but like, I sure hope so. I sure hope his father relationship being solved or improved is canon. She lowers her shoulders, disappointed by her own helplessness. It's totes fine. You're doing enough as it is. Uncle Daru is plenty satisfied. Christ. Irie's thing, I'm less. Yeah. It was sweet, but I'm okay with it being not canon. And Frau's thing, it's like, again, pretty cute, very sweet. Meh. But Subaru's ending, that's important to his life. I don't know. It needs to be happened.
そうのんきなこと言ってる場合ですか。だいたい具体的にはどうするつもりなんです？
とりあえずコナちゃんには協力してもらいたい。元のキルガルシステムからの変更で済むならそれに越したことはないだろうし。
だが断る。
Who's surprised?
断らないでよ。
空手先輩がハスハスさせてくれるなら別だが。
ハスハス？
アイリタンとスールの誓いでもか。
Sewer oath? Am I gonna have to Google this? Oh no! No! Unacceptable. Eh. There. I fixed it. I fixed it. What is this? What is this term? I feel like that should come up here. That's a weird enough term. Maybe I already have it. I don't know. LMNOP. No, I'm Googling it. I have to know what this means. I have to know what this means. You know what? No, because I'm gonna forget how it's spelled. Sailor of what on earth? It's French for sister. Okay. Got it. I have now contextually pieced together what this term means. Oh god. They really are just gonna describe. I've wasted my time. Oh god, what have I done? No? Okay. I wouldn't complain about that. I mean, what? Huh? I almost jump in to explain, but I stopped myself at the last possible second. Also, it seems pretty obvious contextually. Come on, Kaito. I know the Irie ending has displayed that you're not exactly the brightest bulb, but come on. I don't want them thinking I'm some sort of pervert. Perish the thought. Oh god. What is happening? Did I mess something up when I googled? What have I done? What have I done? No? This seems fine. Okay.
アキちゃんは毎日バイトでしょ？サボってクビになるようなことだけはしちゃダメだからね。
Be a responsible adult. Aki-tan shrivels up as Yashio-kyun hammers the nail in the coffin. She may have ditched work if he hadn't told her not to.
やっぱり無茶ですよ。仮にフルゴーリの協力があったとしても、それだけでどうにかなるものとは思えない。
そのあたりどうなの、コナちゃん。
できるとしてもシステム調整くらいかと思われる。
Yeah. I'm putting it here.
ハード面に関してはスペースアメ社の発注先に頼らざるを得ないでしょうね。
Will the vendor cooperate with our last-minute request for a spec change? I guess that's all up to Mr. Candy.
しゃあない。こうなったらあの手を使うしかないかね。
Upon breaking my long-held silence, everyone looks at me, surprised.
いやん、見つめられると照れちゃう。
橋田さん、なんとかできるの？わ
かんないけど、とりあえず頼んでみる。
I pull out my phone droid, load the contact list, and make a call.
なるほど。それで私に何とかしてもらえないかと。
Also, speaking of phone droids, did I miss another one? I probably missed another one, honestly. It's probably gonna be empty, and it's probably because I missed it. No, you're good. Sad news. KB top player Umisho retired theory is true. Confirmed. My Yushi lunch! Today was a beef bowl with extra sauce. I would like to interview Umishoshi. I have a lot of rumors that I want to confirm. One is that he's a member of the robot club that saved the world. Confirmed. I asked them, but they said that it's impossible. Their face was really red too. So cute. To rebuild the world, I will bring about Ragnarok. I will do my best to help out. Even as I am, I've grown a lot stronger than before. I'll help you commit Ragnarok. Also, I like her. It's her hair clip, the picture from her hair clip, his hair clip, but it basically looks like the Punisher logo. I love it. It's the Punisher. That's great. After hearing the whole story, Sawada-kyun frowns and looks down. Why is Sawada-kyun here, you ask? That's because he's the one I called earlier. Luckily, since he's been hanging around at the festival, he was able to come as soon as I got in touch. The Robot Club kids don't even attempt to hide their doubt upon Sawada-kyun's sudden arrival.
どうして沢田さんに？
そりゃ彼に頼むのが一番確実だからでしょう、ジョーコ。
それはそうかもしれないけど。
Despite his attitude as of late, Sawada-kyun is the section chief of Exoskeleton Company's Hug Testing Department. In other words, he is familiar with cutting-edge robotics technology. He's currently going through rehab for injuries he sustained during the incident half a year ago, but he still has his connections in the industry and is a professional in the field. Why would someone like that ever lend a helping hand over a hobby robot competition of all things? I'm sure that's what the youngins are wondering. I'm wondering that myself. Aren't you the one who asked him? But...
いいでしょう。協力しましょう。本気ですか？もちろんやるからには本気で手伝わせてもらう。とりあえずのところ、スペースアメ車とのやり取りを含め、ロボット関係の問題は一任してもらって結構だ。
それは願ってもない話だけど、本当にいいの？
I can understand why everyone is doubtful. He's the big cheese of a major robot manufacturing company. It's not unusual to think he may have some ulterior motives.
もちろんただというわけにはいかない。条件が。
そんなことだとは思ったよ。
まさか手伝うのをいいことにあんなことやこんなこと。悔しい。でも感じちゃう。ビクンビクン。
条件は橋田さんだ。
Oh my. How forward.
僕？
そうです。
まさかのカップリング来たこれ。
I respect the directness.
どっちなんでしょう。
No, we already had this route. Stop it.
優しくしなきゃ嫌なんだからね。
一体何のことを言ってるんだ。
There's precedent for this. That's odd. Judging by Sawada-kyun's recent behavior, I thought he'd get this type of joke.
まあいい。条件というのは他でもない。これから先、こちらにもいろいろと手を貸していただきたいというだけです。
Sawada-kyun doesn't say much else, but it's clear he has something in mind.
検討しましょう。
よろしくお願いします。
Sawada-kyun shakes my hand and leaves for Space Candy after saying he'd handle things up from here.
驚いた。
まさかあの人が協力してくれるとは。
っていうかさ、橋田さんって何者？
ただの旅人だお。
ただのね。
Just a drifter from out of town. They don't need to know right now.
ロボットのシステムに関しては沢田君に任せとけば安心だよね。問題は
Yeah, I think his secret identity only got revealed in Frau's ending. So, as soon as I stop in the middle of my sentence, everyone turns toward Juntan.
私
Yo!
でもマスタースレーブシステムなら大丈夫じゃない？だってジュンは空手できるわけだし。
確かに動きに関しては大丈夫かもしれない。でも問題はもう一つ。
Yeah, if the robot doesn't have the right range of motion,
どういうことですか？
then it can't do karate.
マスタースレーブシステムっつうのは操縦者の動きをロボットがトレースするわけ。
Depending on the battle, the operator may need to move aggressively too.
そうなると観客の目は当然ロボットと一緒に操縦する順タンの方を見ることになるわけで。
果たしてその状況でジュンちゃんが上がらずに耐えられるか。
Up. Alright. We had our fun, buddy. You've run your course, my friend. After letting the information marinate in her head for a moment, Juntan finally realizes the situation that she's been put into and gesticulates wildly. What a word.
無理です。そんなの私。
でもなんとかするためには慣れてもらうしかないでしょ。
そんなこと言われても。ジュン。
After quietly thinking to herself next to Juntan, Akitan suddenly stands up and raises her fist into the air.
こういう時はあれしかないよ。
I'm able to sense exactly what Akitan is trying to say, so I stand up as well.
やっぱあれだよね。
あれって何ですか？決まってるよ。もちろん。 特訓
I don't understand.
ジュンタンがバトロボで堂々と戦えるよう
I don't understand.
特訓を行います。
Oh boy.
覚悟はできとるかね？
How could it be any more clear? They're talking about that. Juntan was nothing but reluctant when we brought up the idea of training yesterday, but her expression is a bit more confident now. Also, are they in a wind turbine? What's going on? Since she's the athletic sort, I wouldn't be surprised if she actually likes this kind of thing. Juntan was relieved of her normal duties so that she can focus on her special training. Needless to say, other folks are taking care of her work. Or at least I think that's the case.
それにしてもなんでここなの？
特訓というからにやっぱ人知れずやるもんだろジョーコ。
Duh. We all gathered at the old Tanegashima airport. A new airport was built at the center of the island about 15 years ago, so this airport with its shorter runway isn't being used for its original purpose anymore. In other words, it serves a different purpose. The Central T Robot Club uses the hangar to store its robots. But we're not here for that today.
何事にも形ってのは重要なのだぜ。
形ね。
In fact, Yashio-kyun was so worried about leaving Juntan and I alone together that he came to check on us. He hasn't said anything, but his attitude makes it perfectly clear what he's thinking. I guess he doesn't trust me yet. But you're so trustworthy.
昨日言った通り特訓のメニューは考えてきたかね？
はい、一応は。
I had told Juntan yesterday to come up with her own training program. To be honest, I didn't mind coming up with one for her, but people seldom grow when they're spoon-fed a solution. One must identify their own flaws and search for a way to solve them. That's the true path to obtaining what one needs. This is what special training should be. It has absolutely nothing to do with me wanting to take it easy. Got it? Got it?
見せてもらおうか。
You've been warned.
その特訓とやらを。
Juntan stands in her karate gi, her feet shoulder width apart, and breathes out quietly. There's something dignified about her stance. I've never felt this from her before.
それでは行きます。
Juntan slowly breathes in and strikes out her fist.
やー
I hear the snapping sound of her punch slicing through the air. In my head. Huh? This isn't exactly what I had in mind. When she told me she'd been practicing karate since she was a kid, I figured she looked more powerful. I guess I was wrong?
人が見てるとああなんだって。
ああ、なる。
Maybe Juntan's performance anxiety is more serious than I had anticipated. In which case, we really do need to take drastic measures. Which works out better for me. What does that mean? That aside.
いいね。
I never gave much thought to girls in karate uniforms, but this is pretty excellent. I'm so sorry for overlooking you all this time, Mr. Gi. Sorrow! Focus! I'm super into how dignified the whole look appears. It almost feels like she'd come running to my rescue. It's delightful. Delightful. But if I had to be picky,
下はスパッツの方が良かったね。あと腕はノースリーブで。
何か言いました？
あ、いや、こっちのこと。
crap, I gotta watch my mouth. I can hear Yashio-kyun's sigh behind me. Man, I've got a long way to go before he totally trusts me. Yeah. After Juntan finishes her unexpectedly complete karate practice regime? I think they meant regimen, but okay. Complete karate practice regime. I can't even. She turns to us. Gonna make a regime joke. There's too much.
いや、それよりまだ空手の稽古続けてたんだ。
I think that's one of the best typos I've come across.
入社の条件でもあったし。
After dropping out of her final inter high, she quit the karate club and joined the robot club. Is that like inter high school competition? Interscholastic athletic meet. Inter high school championships. Yeah, it is. 1966. The venue rotates in order from one prefecture to another every year. Great.
それでどうだったでしょう。
どうって何が？
だから特訓。
特訓ね。うん、なかなか良かったんじゃね。僕としても新たな発見があったし。
Oh boy.
新たな発見？
Don't ask. Indeed, the discovery that karate uniforms are a gift from God.
それよりちょっと休憩した方がいいんじゃね。
The sun is almost directly above us. Tanegashima is windy, but it's not good to remain under this piercing sunlight for too long.
あ、そうですね。それにもうすぐお昼時ですし。
Now that she mentions it, I could go for some grub. We never ran out of food options at the festival, but now that we're nowhere close to the venue, we're out of luck here at the old Tanegashima airport. There's a self-serve rice sweeping mill nearby, but we can't just go there to mill rice and then cook it here. we go a little further, we'll find places to eat in Nakatane, but
実はですね、さしてがましいとは思ったんですけど。
while I panic over lunch, Juntan holds a bag in her hands.
私、お弁当作ってきたんですけど、よかったら。
Oh, what a sweet bean.
お弁当作ったって、もしかしてジュンタンの手作り？
はい。なんならヤシオくんもどうぞ。
いいの？
たくさん作ったから。
We find some shade within the hangar and sit in a small circle. The moment I enter the shade, I can feel my body start to cool down a little.
なんか飲むもの買ってきた方がいいかね。
lunch.
自動販売機とかあったりするんかな。
The bottle of Coke I brought with me is already empty.
自販機ならそこ出たところにあるよ。
I'm glad he told me, but now that I'm sitting in the shade, I don't feel like getting out in the sun again.
ヤシオキュン、じゃんけんして勝った方が買いに行かね。
It's your idea, dude.
やだよ。だって俺飲み物持ってるし。
Yashio-kyun lifts up his own bottle of fruit sour melon. Damn you.
大丈夫ですよ、橋田さん。私ちゃんとお茶も用意してますから。
Juntan pulls out a rather large thermos bottle.
おお、なんという至れり尽くせり。天使は本当にいたんだ。ジュンタン、俺だ。結婚してくれ。
結婚？でも橋田さん、奥さんとお子さんがいるんじゃ。
純ちゃん本気にしない。しかも今の言い方、奥さんいなければ OK みたいだよ。
違うよ、そういうつもりじゃないよ。
Rejected yet again. Bummer.
それよりほら、食べましょう。
Juntan prepared a giant lunchbox for us. The kind you'd share with your whole family. She opens the lid to reveal mini steaks, ginger fried pork, and other food that dudes would love. I thought that said dunes.
これ全部ジュンタンが？
すごいね。
お口に合うといいんだけど。
ご心配なく。
Oh god, now I'm hungry. Why does this game always make me want what is on screen? I want that food.
どうぞ召し上がれ。
では早速いただきます。
いただきます。
We take the chopsticks and paper plates that she prepared for us and reach for the massive cluster of food.
どうかな。
うまい。
うまい。
もちろん、ほんと。
Did she take the heat into consideration? The densely flavored foods are making my mouth water even more. A lot of care has been put into making onigiri, and they have all sorts of fillings. Ploursome, I was about to say ploursome, sour plum, bonito flakes, and salmon. A plethora of flavors, if you will. And then there's the tea. The chilled jasmine tea helps clear my mouth of the taste of food, so it only takes a single swig of it until I reach for more tasties. There are restaurants in Akiba where maids make onigiri for you, but I don't think I can go back to those after having Juntan's homemade goodies. Chew your food, Daru.
あー、ほらもうそんなに慌てて食べるから。はい、お茶。慌てなくてもお弁当は逃げませんよ。
させん、美味しすぎてつい。
でもそんなに喜んでもらえると嬉しいです。うちの家族なんて毎日作ってもらうのが当たり前みたいに思ってるし。
I guess families tend to be that way. I'll have to keep that in mind then.
でも本当にうまいよ。
ヤシオくんにそう
It
言われ
looks
る
so
と
good.
余計に自信ついちゃうな。
I want it.
思うんだけど純ちゃんさ、アメ車で働くよりもいい人見つけて結婚する方がよっぽど似合ってるんじゃない？
Juntan's sunburnt cheeks turn bright red in reaction to Yashio-kun's words.
だから結婚なんてそんな、私にはまだ早いって。
そうかな。同級生でももう何人か結婚してるやつもいるじゃない。
それはそうだけど、でも私にはそういう人もいないし。
純ちゃんってもしかして少女漫画みたいな恋愛に憧れるタイプ？
それは
I'm not hearing a no. Well, she's bright red again.
あれ図星？でも引っ込み思案が治ればいい相手も見つかるかもね。
もう私のことはどうだっていいでしょ。
あ、
Just then, Juntan's raised hand hits the cup I was holding, flipping it right over. The extremely cold moisture that spreads through my pants causes me to gasp in a most unfortunate way.
ごめんなさい。今拭きますね。
大丈夫。これくらいすぐ乾くし。
でもシミになるといけないから。
She pulls out a handkerchief from her bag and starts wiping my pants dry. Do all girls carry handkerchief around with them? It sure feels that way. But more importantly, Juntan doesn't seem to realize this, but the steep... Juntan doesn't seem to realize this, but the tea spilled right around my crotch area. In other words, what Junchan is meticulously wiping down right now is...
これはまさに飯食ってる場合じゃねえ。
すみません。すぐに拭きますから。
That's not what I meant.
あのさ、純ちゃん気づいてないみたいだけどさ。
はい。
Oh my god, no! No! It's all over. It's all over. The world has come to an end. There's no recovery from this. There's no... Oh boy. This is the worst timeline. We turn around to find Frau Tan standing there, trembling.
いつかこんな日が来ると思っていました。
Yep, she definitely has the wrong idea.
フラウタン違うからね。
Close your eyes, Koro-chan. You don't need to see this.
てめえは俺を怒らせた。
あれフラウちゃん、どうしてここに。
謝れ、空手先輩に謝れ。
There's a lot of gesticulating right now. A lot of undulating. Whoops. Frau Tan suddenly whips out her phone droid and makes a call. Oh dear. Don't tell me.
事案発生。おまわりさん、この人です。おまわりさん。
ちょま。
Okay, but did she actually, though?
嘘、大げさ、紛らわしい。
いやだからっていくらなんでも純ちゃんがそんなことするわけないでしょ。俺だっているのにさ。
本当だよ、もう。
させん。
Thanks to Yashio-kyun's skills of persuasion, Frau Tan gets the full picture, and I get away without having the cops called on me. Even if it was a mistake, if the cops got a hold of my waifu for something like this, how could I ever face her again?
でも
Be an awkward dinner table.
QHK
IFP. I don't know what that means.
何それ？
急に人の気配がしたので
Filter. Okay. Wouldn't that be IFAP? Never mind. Never mind. Apparently, Proton lives in a large building just outside the airport. She purchased it with the money she earned through KB, which is impressive. I'm gonna do her a favor and not ask why she's not at the festival at this time of day. I'll ask her right now.
お腹も膨れたし、そろそろもう一つの特訓を始めますね。
After finishing our lunch with Frautan in the circle, Juntan stands back up.
もう一つってことは他にも何か考えてたんだ。
もちろん。1212。
1212
Oh dear. Don't break the Daru.
ほらほら、遅れてますよ。
For her second training regimen, Juntan decided to go jogging at the beach with iron clogs on. Eat your heart out, old sports manga. I'm surprised she even has iron clogs, but the fact that she can run in them is even more absurd. She looked so weak when she was practicing karate, but I guess she has solid fundamentals. But more importantly,
つうか、なんで僕まで。
協力するって言ったんでしょ？
だからって一緒に特訓するとは言ってない。
ダイエットのいいんじゃね？
here. What's your deal, Yashio-kyun? You always look like you have all the free time in the world, so why don't you help out?
1212。
ダメ。もうギブ。
No surrender!
橋田さんたらだらしないですよ。
I hear that phrase at home all the time.
しょうがない。少し休憩にしますか。
An old man like me jogging with young people is an unwinnable game in the first place. If only Juntan had dressed a little... If only Juntan had drawn... Oh my god! If only Juntan had dressed a little sexier, I could have gotten the motivation to run behind her for all eternity.
根本的な疑問があるわけだが。
The things this game makes me say. Frautan speaks up without making eye contact with any of us. For some reason, she's been accompanying us the whole time.
これ空手の特訓じゃね？
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think I see where this is going. The whole point was to train your anxiety, not the karate.
特訓と関係なさすぎわろた。
Yeah.
言われてみれば。
Really? No one noticed it?
あれ、余計なこと言った。
No, I think we all knew. Each and every one of us. We figured we should go along... we figured we should go with what Juntan thought of, at least to start with. If we just rejected her right off the bat, it'd kill her motivation.
私ったら特訓って言われるとつい。
させん。
いや、でもこれまでの特訓も無駄じゃなかったのだぜ。
本当ですか？
どの辺か具体的な希望に。
それは。
コナーちゃん。
まあ、汗にまみれる空手先輩を見れて満足なわけだが。
Okay. Big mood. Don't get me wrong, that wasn't the whole point, okay?
で、どうするの？特訓はこれで終わり？
私 私が考えてきたのはもう
Sounds like she's done.
しゃあない。
I step up with my chest puffed out.
ここでいよいよ僕が
橋田さん
Oh god, I pressed a button. Whoops.
ここでいよいよ僕が考えた特訓の登場なわけですよ。そう、今日空手の特訓を見てて分かったんだけどさ、多分ジュンタンは誰かに見られてるって意識するとダメなんだよね。で、そこには恥ずかしいと思う気持ちが過度にあるわけで、
つまりどういうことだってばよ。
要するに恥ずかしさに対する体制を作ればいいんだってばよ。
It's basically ninja training. Ninja training? In the same way that ninja ultimately learn how to jump over tall trees by leaping over small ones day by day. By putting Juntan through embarrassing situations over and over again, she'll ultimately shed her sense of shame. It's genius, flawless, and foolproof. This is the first training regimen that I've designed.
ちょっと待ってよ。恥ずかしさへの耐性をつけるってことは、純ちゃんに恥ずかしい思いをさせるってことだよね。
はい、そうなります。
I'm not so sure she's gonna be on board with this. Everybody looks at Juntan.
無理です。私そんなのできません。おまわりさん。
違う誤解だっつーの。そういうんじゃないから。
I am a bit curious as to what exactly went through Juntan's mind just now, but I digress.
ちょっといい？
I walk over to Juntan and whisper in her ear.
それを言うんですか？
I nod in silence.
ど
Oh
うしても
dear.
ですか？
これも特訓だ。
特訓。
Oh god, what is he gonna make her say? Juntan thinks quietly to herself before finally stepping forward, her mind made.
わかりました。
She walks toward the waves and then turns around. Her face is red, either from a sunburn or from embarrassment. It's probably both.
それじゃあ行きます。
Both Yashio-kyun and Frautan wait with bated breath to hear what Juntan has to say.
今日はありがとう。また明日も会えるかな。
よし、次。
ねえ、もしもあなたが私と同じ気持ちでいてくれるなら嬉しいな。
これは。
次。
好きだよ。
空手先輩の破壊力たるよ。
Destructive power!
次。
まだ言わなきゃダメですか？すごく恥ずかしいです。
恥ずかしくて当然。これは羞恥心をなくすための特訓だからね。
But beyond this embarrassment is the ultimate prize. I will gladly play the devil's advocate if I must. And look, I'm not doing this because I want to hear her say these things. Not even a little bit. What are you talking about? Alright, fine, maybe just a little bit.
ほら、恥ずかしがってないで。次。
Daru, please.
キスってどんな味がするのかな。
うわっ。
Oh my god.
いや、次。
その今日うち誰もいないんだ。
My lord!
女の子から言わせないで。
Oh gosh, this is too good.
私初めてなんだよ。
Oh Christ.
ちょっと。
すごく大
I'm out. This is where it ends.
ちょっと待ってストップストップ
Stop, stop, stop!
いやまだ終わりじゃない。
Oh god, oh god!
ちょっとだけでいいから。
I pressed no! Okay. There. Wait,
いやまだ終わりじゃないんですけど。
go through these one by
ダ
one.
メでしょどう考えても。
照れるヤシオ先輩テラモエス。
なってないって。モナちゃんカメラ向けない。
Here. Resistance is futile, Yashio-kyun. Nope.
大体さ、ユンちゃんもおかしいと思ったらやめなよ。
I'm gonna be honest. Having her push back would also be good training.
だって特訓だから。
Learning when to say no and all
限
that.
度があるでしょ。
だがしかし悔しいかな。グッジョブと言わざるを得ない。
Agreed.
そもそもさ、これで克服できたの？
どうかな。
大丈夫だって。少しは克服できてるはずだよ。
Probably.
個人的にはもっと聞きたかったわけだが。
それはちょっと。
Alright, note to self, don't press that button again. Bumped against the desk.
ダメだって。
知らない。今日のところは諦めるしか。
珍しく素直だね。
全部録画したのでキリ。
消してお願いだから消して。
Oh my
それでは
lord.
ジュンタンのシャイガール克服特訓第2回を行います。
Shy girl training.
よろしくお願いします。
Oh. And with that, day 2 of training begins.
本当にこれ特訓になってるの？
心配ないって。僕を信じなさい。
If he's got such a problem with it, why did he show up? Or maybe Yashio-kyun is expecting to see something like what he saw yesterday? He likes to play it cool, but he's a growing young man. It'd be odd if he wasn't thinking about that. In fact, he absolutely must be.
大体さ、特訓もいいけど、ロボットの方は大丈夫なの？
Says Yashio-kyun as he shoots me a doubtful look. I thought my stock went up after the whole Kokimijima shindig, but I feel like this has been on a downward. I feel like it's been on a downward trend again as of late. Is it just me?
そのことなら大丈夫大丈夫。心配ないって。
I'm not just saying this randomly in order to appease Yashio-kyun's doubts. I actually received a phone call from Sawada-kyun late last night saying we should be okay. I also made an additional request, and it sounds like even that can be taken care of. I wouldn't expect anything less of a major corporation's section chief. And of course, the fact that I didn't try to call him was to demonstrate a level of trust toward him. Kids may not understand this, but that's how grown-up relationships work. It's not that I totally forgot about it. For reals. By the way, Frautan isn't here today. Thank Jesus. She's dead. Good. Apparently, they found out about her ditching her duties last night, so she got dragged back to the festival by force.
それで今日は何をすればいいんでしょう。
その前にジュンタン、ここでちょっと空手の型をやってみてくんない？
空手の型ですか？いいですけど。
Juntan breathes lightly, positions her legs so that they're shoulder width apart, and slowly lowers her center of gravity.
どう？
どうって
昨日よりそれっぽく見えるようになってはいるような気もする。
ですよね。
Needless to say, I didn't expect all of the flimsiness to go away overnight, but I feel like her ability to vocalize has improved.
自分ではよくわからないけど。
いやいや、確実に変わってきてるって。それもこれも昨日の特訓があったおかげってわけ。
本当かな。
本当だってば。ジュンタンももう一度よく考えてみてごらん。昨日までに比べて周りを意識したりしてないでしょ。例えばヤシオキュンの前で型を披露するのに抵抗は？
そう言われるとヤシオくんや橋田さんの前ではほんの少し恥ずかしいって気持ちもなくなってきてる気はするかも。
でしょでしょ。
Embarrassment is all about presumptions. Someone's watching. They might judge me. In fact, they are judging me. These thoughts stifle the mind and inhibit one's ability to take bold action. That's the nature of embarrassment. In other words, it could be said that shy people have stronger negative presumptions. Very true. Yes. If so, maybe one can conquer their embarrassment by reverse engineering those presumptuous thoughts. Perhaps they can overcome their fears by letting them think there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Of course, this is just my theory. But it seems like it worked on Juntan, more or less.
つうわけで今日も恥ずかしさを克服する特訓を始める。
It's not the worst reasoning in the world.
はい。
返事はさあだ。まあいいでしょう。そんじゃあ今日の特訓だけど。それでは始め。続けて。いや
Yes, what we're doing today is the same as yesterday. Karate kata. However, I would never have her do the same thing 2 days in a row. So what's so different today, you ask?
橋田さん。
先生と呼びなさい。
Now it's sensei.
先生？
ダメならニータまでもいいよ。
じゃあ先生。
Darn, I personally preferred Big Brother.
さすがにこれは恥ずかしいです。
当たり前だ。それを克服するための特訓なんだからね。
Yes, we're in a different location today. That much is true, but that alone won't get rid of her shyness. So what else is different? That is... Are you serious? Are you kidding me?
ほれほれ、続き続き。
Are you for reals? Not to pat my own back, but man, this is something else. The contrast between the bulky karate gi on her upper body and the bathing suit on her lower body is indescribable. The way her thighs jiggle when she throws out a punch is just... Oh my lord. And the way she's pigeon-toed out of embarrassment is just so...
あのさ、これって本当に特訓なの？
当たり前じゃん。これが特訓以外の何に見えるのさ。
セクハラ？
分かってねえ。分かってねえよ、あんたよ。いいかい？これはね、知り合いの天才脳科学者からのアドバイスをもらってやってることなの。だから間違いはないのだぜ。
Oh yeah, speaking of that, no, nothing, no tweeps. That's legit. I'm lying through my teeth. Yeah, I thought so.
っていうかさ、ジュンちゃんの肩、さっきに比べて。
Pretty sure said neuroscientist would have you strung up by your heels. She knew about this.
そりゃそうでしょう。 恥ずかしさレベルがアップしてるんだから。
And if Yoshio-kun is still watching as he complains, I guess he really is expecting something out of this.
先生、
何かね。
あんまり見られると恥ずかしいです。
僕だって本当は見たいわけじゃないのだぜ。
It is
でも
vital.
この特訓は見られなきゃ意味がない。それはわかるでしょ。
それはそうですけど。
ほれほれ。
No buts.
そんなこと言ってる暇があるなら続けて。
Despite her complaints, it's clear that Juntan is taking this very seriously. She's still carrying forward. Oh god, it's Subaru this time! Ah! Oh, this is phenomenal.
これは一体何をしてるんですか?
If anyone's calling the cops, it's Subaru. he...
俺スバル君、なんでここに？
家に忘れ物を取りに戻ってたんです。それで本当にたまたま通りがかってみたら、そうじゃなくて、なぜここでこんなことをしているのかと聞いてるんです。
Oh my lord.
特訓だよ特訓。ジュンタンの上がり症を直すための。
上がり症を直すのとあの格好に何の関係があるんですか？
複雑な関係があるんだ。ちゃんと知り合いの天才脳科学者のアドバイス通りにやってるんだから大丈夫大丈夫。
だからって
口ではそう言いながらもさっきから視線はずーっとジュンタンのところを向いたままなわけだが。
違います。僕はただ。
Sounds like Juntan finally realized that Subaru-kun has popped up. As soon as she sees him, she freezes up and her cheeks turn bright red.
ついさっき、いや、それを僕は見てませんから。
あ、ジュンタン。
After realizing Subaru-kun had been watching her, she runs away at full speed, leaving behind her a cloud of sand.
ああ、行っちゃった。
違うんです。大丈夫先輩。
It's not what it seems! From the looks of it, I think training is done for the day. Also, she forgot her karate pants. I imagine going home like that is going to be even more embarrassing, but oh well. The following day... Is it just full swimsuit now? No. Not quite. Because Subaru-kun got in the way of yesterday's sesh, here we are starting fresh with the same regimen.
それにしても、純ちゃんも昨日の今日でよく来たよね。
I'm guessing Irie's showing up today.
そこは僕の巧みな説得によ
Hazard
る
a
もので
guess.
すよ。
It was a tough sell to convince Juntan to show up today after what went down. Yoshio-kun still doesn't seem to have a very good impression of me. It'd be nice if he at least recognized my accomplishments, but oh well. My best friend used to say that ordinary people rarely understand what goes on in the minds of geniuses, and that there's not much we can do about it. Man, I never thought I'd end up sympathizing with him of all people in a place like this. Setting aside that,
思うんだけど、これってさ、どう考えても特訓になってないんじゃない？
そこなんだよね。
although she agreed to continue the training, the shock she received from being seen by Subaru-kun looks like it's weighing heavily on her mind. She showed up, but now she's a lot more distant from us than before. And by distant, I mean in a physical sense, not psychologically. There's about 100 meters between where we are right now and where Juntan is performing her kata. This barely qualifies as training, and it sure as heck is no fun for me. But even if we tried to get closer... Bam. Every time I try to get closer, Juntan steps farther away. We're in trouble.
しゃあない。こうなったら。
どこ行くの？
Yashio-kyun asks me as he watches me stand up so suddenly.
ちょっとジュースでも買ってくるを。
Of course, that's just an excuse to allow me to hide behind the breakwater and slowly get closer to Juntan. I'd rather not do something so pervy. But at this rate, this training is going to lose all meaning. I'm doing this out of necessity. Necessity! Absolutely, 100%. That's right, out of necessity.
そーっと、そーっと。
So much necessity. I circle around behind Juntan and get close to her. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Watching her up close like this again is nice. Plus, the view from behind is pretty solid too. Oh my lord. Daru, please.
せっかくだし、もうちょっと近くで見てもバチは当たらんよね。
Oh my god. I'm not a pervert, okay? The gentleman perv. And even if I happen to be one, I'm a gentleman. This is all in the name of training. For Juntan. I'll gladly wear the pervert label if I must. What a stand-up guy this guy. Let's zoom in. Oh dear. You've been noticed. And then... Fair. My vision is impaired by Juntan's muscular thighs and knees, and a peek at her brightly colored bathing suit. The sky is blue. Earned. Where am I? Oh, that's right. This is Akiba's... Yeah, this is where we conducted all kinds of experiments. You having flashbacks? Jesus, how hard did she hit him? Man, talk about a blast from the past. Wait a sec. Is my life flashing before my eyes? Is this me and I'm... Wait, no, anything but that. I want more lovey-dovey time with my waifu. I want to see my daughter grow up. I've always dreamed of punching my daughter's fiancé in the face when the time comes. I can't die until then. Huh? I'm alive?
よかった。目を覚ましたんですね。
ここは。
The back of my head feels like it's wrapped in something warm and soft. Is this... heaven? Well, she is an angel. Any male eroge fan would die to rest their head on a girl's thighs. I gotta be dead if I'm in this sort of situation. I'm sorry, Yuki, Suzuha. But if I'm in heaven, I'd like to enjoy this just a little longer. God. No, I'd say that was well earned. Now that things have calmed down, I feel a throbbing pain around my waist. Wait, if Juntan's able to throw a kick like that on reflex, then she must be... Pain? This is heaven. How could I possibly feel pain? So I'm still alive?
ごめん。僕こんな。
まだ寝ててください。
い いやさすがに膝枕はまずいっつうか嬉しいっつうかほらなんと言いますかえ僕何かおかしなことでも
橋田さんって思ったよりも純情なんだなって。
僕が純情
Not the word I would use, but I think I see what she's getting
そ
at.
んなバカなこれでも大人の男のつもりなのだぜ。
そうですか？いつもは変なことばっかり言ってるのに、こういう時は急に真っ赤になってちょっと可愛い。
Oh. Cute? Me? Are you telling me that this young girlie has fallen for my adorable figure?
橋田さん、聞いてもらってもいいですか？
Could this be her confession of love? Wait, I have a waifu and daughter. Could I turn her down before she makes the first move? But even I'm not cruel enough to reject a girlie like that.
はいどうぞ。
There's no harm in hearing her out, so I ready my ears as if they're recording devices.
私ね、今回のこのバトロボの件全然乗り気じゃなくて。
えバトロボ
He forgot the whole point of this.
はい、バトロボ。
Ah, that's what she's talking about.
あぶねえうっかり勘違いして恥ずかしい思いをするところだった。
バトロボの担当も最初は逃げてたんです。でも結局やらされることになってずっと嫌だって思ってて。
Amidst the sound of the waves, only Juntan's voice reaches me clearly.
でも考えてみたら私これまでもずっと逃げてただけなんです。受験も空手も全部流されるまま、自分には何もできないんだって諦めて逃げて。でもそれじゃあ変われないんですよね。
Her words.
自分から変わろうと思わないと変われない。あの時橋田さんに言われてドキッとしました。
ジュンタン
だから私頑張ってみることにしたんです。私の未来を変えるために。
Juntan's expression as she speaks isn't her usual unreliable look.
もし今回のことがうまくいけば他のことも変わっていくかな。
I know she's not necessarily asking me, but
変わっていくよ。
自分のやりたいこと見つけられるかな。
見つかるさ。
ヤシオくんみたいになれるかな。
なれる。ん
hold up. Why did Yashio-kyun enter the picture all of a sudden?
何結局ジュンタンもヤシオキュンなわけ？え
お
みんなしてヤシオキュンばっかりリア充爆発しろ
違います。そういうことじゃなくて。
俺のこと呼んだ？
Hello. Previous main character, how's it going?
あ、
はい、冷たいコーラ。
買ってきてくれたん？
自分のを買いに行ったついでにね。
This is it. This is what makes a normie a normie. I take the bottle from Yashio-kyun's hand, open the cap, and pour it down my throat.
ゴキゴキゴキ。
That may be the greatest drinking sound I've ever heard.
ゴキゴキゴキ。
I love that.
よし、水着空手の特訓は終わり。ジュンタン、下履いて。
いいんですか？
オッケーオッケー。ほれほれ、ささ。
はい。
She puts on her pants and flashes us a relieved but slightly embarrassed smile.
よし、そんじゃこっちへ。
I pull Juntan's hand and walk over to the waves.
さあ、ここで今思ってることをあの夕日に向かって叫ぶんだおう。
今思ってることですか？
そう、なんで
Good
もい
plan.
いから今
I
の
like
自
it.
分の気持ちをさ。
Just as we have the concept of the power of language, I think it's important to vocalize your feelings. Keeping things inside makes it difficult to move forward. By vocalizing your feelings, you can finally come to understand them.
そう。
True?
もっと強くなりたいです。
声が小さい。もっと大きな声で。
心も体も強くなりたいです。
もっと。
私は変わりたい。強くなりたいです。
変わりたいじゃなくて変わるんだ。
私は変わる。強くなる。
絶対に。
絶対に変わる。強くなってやる。
どう？変われそう？
わからないけど、でもなんだか少しうまくいきそうな気が。
あ、
After all that, Juntan trips and falls on the ground. I didn't think she was also a ditz.
濡れちゃった。
Oh boy.
今のセリフもっと上目遣いでプリーズ。
せっかくのいい感じが台無しだね。
ほんとほんと。まあ、順単らしいといえばらしいけどね。
Juntan gets upset and splashes me with water.
ちょ、何するの？
笑った罰ですよ。
やったな。そんじゃこっちも。そい。
This is the wholesome shit I love. This is what I live for.
俺にまでかけないでよ。
一人だけ逃げようったってダメなんだから。
うわっ、そう、だったらこっちも。
橋田さん助けて。
よし来た。
あ、ずるい。
I'm into this springtime of youth sort of vibe. Makes me feel like a normie. Are you too going to explode? Here I am, pushing 30, and finally experiencing them halcyon days. I just hope I don't explode. Something like that.
それで、ジュンナさんは勝てそうなんですか？バトロボ。
今のところ賞賛はほとんどないね。
I revisiting my room in the evening and having a chat like this has become a regular routine as of late. It's nothing weird. It's just that my family is taking care of Irie since she doesn't have any relatives she can live with. We're basically like roommates. I'm back for summer vacation, but otherwise I'm not usually home. So normally it'd just be mom and dad in the house. With Irie around, I figured maybe they wouldn't get so lonely. They always said they wanted a daughter, so I'm sure they meant that they didn't mean that like instead of a son, but just imagine like your parents' only son and they're like, yeah, we wanted a daughter. Love you, Kaito. Anyway. Irie has basically become my little sister. Ironically, she's actually older than me. But personally, I'm grateful since now I have a legit excuse for her to call me Big Brother. I don't have to feel so awkward about it in front of other people.
バトロボに優勝できれば新入部員も入ってくるかもしれないんですよね。
そういう話だね。
入ってこないと。
いろいろと厳しいよね、正直。
People treated us like heroes after that fateful incident, and for a time it seemed like we would get a bunch of new folks clamoring to join, but things didn't work out that way. Apparently Frau ruined it by being Frau. I heard from Subaru that they received new membership applications, but they all canceled after the trial period. Why, you ask? That's because, well, we'll save that story for another day. I mean, yeah, we did. We saved that story for the Frau route, specifically. Anyway, just because we were hot news for a bit doesn't... Bleh. Just because we were hot news for a bit didn't mean that the school was just going to throw money at a two-man band. The world can be pretty harsh sometimes.
まあ厳しいのはお金の面だけじゃないんだけどね。
There are only 2 people in the club right now, and with both of them being seniors, come next year, that number is going to drop to 0. Akio's desire to sustain the club that Misane built will come to a crushing end. Luckily, the Kokimijima incident from the other day has attracted some attention to the festival. If we can produce results while we still have the spotlight on us, we could potentially use that to our advantage. Hold up. Could this be what Mr. Candy is aiming for?
どっちにしても今は橋田さんが頼りなんだけどさ。
When we resolved the Kokimijima incident, I figured he'd be a powerful ally, but after watching him over the past few days, I'm starting to have second thoughts. Having said that, now that we've put him in charge of the robot side of things, there's not much I can do about it. Plus, I can't keep meddling forever.
お兄ちゃんの方は大丈夫なんですか？
俺？
お勉強、夏は天王山だって言いますよ。
まあ、それなりに。
It might look like I'm playing around, but I've been studying pretty regularly. I've been doing worksheets on my phone droid while checking up on Juna and Hashida-san too. All I can do is support them from afar.
でもさ、不思議な人なんだよね、あの人。
あの人？
Dude.
橋田さん。言ってることも変だし、やってることも無茶苦茶だけど、なんとかしてくれるんじゃないかって、そんな気にさせられる。
それはわかる気がします。
Maybe this is why Juna and Nai-san are so compelled to trust him in the end. Whether that turns out for better or worse remains to be seen. But for now...
任せるしかないか。
Okie dokie, 了解だお。
Alright, I call it for today. Save the game! Phase Juna. Alright, I'm out. Bye.